Hello, lovelies. Um, I just paid for someone to come and clean my house. It's actually a crew to come and deep clean my house on Thursday. And I wanted to share with you how the the way my brain responded to this and how it might help you. Um, First, let me just address that I understand the financial privilege of being able to pay someone to do something that I'm capable of. And that in itself is an issue. Yeah. I find this so much in business as well, that because I'm really good at doing something, why would I pay someone else to do it? We're going to address that. And we're also going to talk later about how we manage cleaning and that kind of thing, the tasks we need to do to maintain our homes and maintain our spaces when we have to do them ourselves. However, there is a big difference. This distinction has come up loud and clear for me now, and it's a very good way for us to revisit, and the reopening of the nest helps, is good timing about this. Is that there is a big difference in cleaning and tending. You all have, if you've been in my world for a while, you know that I talk a lot about tending. Tending is those small repetitive actions that we take to help with the, because we are devoted to the thriving of whatever we're tending to. So we tend to our kids, we tend to our loved ones, we tend to our fur babies, we tend to our plants. We do the same things over and over again, the small repetitive tasks, the small, they're incremental, they add to the thriving of the things we cherish. Cleaning, on the other hand, is a very different vibe. It is very necessary. But I see it as the kind of, like, I see it as something that can be outsourced because it doesn't require your you-ness. It doesn't need you to do it. For example, we can hire somebody to make meals for our kids and feed them, but we can't hire them to cuddle for us. It's not the same. The cuddling, the tending, the listening to their stories, that's different. The tending to your home is where you invest your you-ness into your space. You putter, you create little vignettes of things that are beautiful for you. You zhuzh the cushions just so. You hang your towels, ask me, you hang your towels in a particular way that delights you. You choose a certain laundry detergent. You do all these things. This is tending. Cleaning is different. And it comes down to that thing that just because you can doesn't mean you must, right? I can, if I took it really slowly, clean my house right now, but I'm only 3.5 weeks out since the brush with death. And right now, that investment of time and energy doesn't feel like tending. It feels like martyring. It feels like I'm trying to create an effect, and the effect that I want, which is a clean house. I walked in and everything, because we've been out of the house for 5 weeks, everything's covered with a fine film of dust, and you know, the carpets need doing, the floors need doing, and it was just exhausting to think of doing them myself. But I literally caught myself working out on my calendar how I could fit this in to my days, with lots of recovery in between and getting back to work, and all this kind of thing. And I looked at this going, why am I doing this? Why am I martyring myself to this thing that I want? All I really want to do in my home is the tending. The cleaning I can ask someone else to do, and I can pay them really well for it in a way that supports my community, in a way that supports women-led businesses, in a way that adds to the other values that I have above and beyond looking after my home, right? And so it's been so interesting, having made the appointment to have somebody come in and clean, to notice my brain try and weaponize this against me. And I know that a lot of you already have house care help, and that's wonderful. This is for those who don't. And this is also for those who haven't yet but could, because their brain wants to make it somehow some kind of character flaw, that we have somebody come in to clean our homes. Both, we can have all, right? I am very, very good at cleaning my home. I have done it for decades, and I've done it most of the time without outside help. That is not a badge of honor I have to keep wearing, when right now this version of me needs to rest more than she needs to do her floors. But this version of me also wants her clean floors. So she is going to put some money towards what she wants, because I can't right now put the energy towards what I want, right? And think about this in a business. For far too long DIY'd my business, hiring help, hiring a VA that thinks like me and is deeply invested in my work. That has made an exponential difference in my income and my enjoyment of my business. And the same is with your nests. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you have to. And if you want a particular effect and you have the money to devote, to invest in it, in somebody else doing it for you, don't let your brain talk you out of that. So this is very generalized, right? And it's also mostly about me and how I'm thinking my way through this. But I've been on both sides. I have been on the side where I could not afford outside help, so I had to get wildly creative about how I cleaned and tended to my nest in ways that felt self-replenishing, self-fulfilling, and like my next alluring, right? Not like a chore that I'm being forced to, like somebody's got their hand behind my back and is shoving me towards a clean house. I wanted to feel pulled towards a collaboration with having a clean house, and a version of me that had that. This version of me, with the health recovery and somewhat diminished capacity that I'm in, I am allocating my energetic resources differently. I still want a clean house, and I only want to tend, and this is how I'm going to do it. And I'm very fortunate, I know, to be able to have the finances to do that. However, my brain is still trying to talk me out of it, which is daft. And I thought I would share this piece, especially the distinction between cleaning and tending, because a lot of the time we will say that because we haven't cleaned, we can't tend, we can't putter, and we let so we deprive ourselves of the joy of nesting, of puttering, of just collaborating with our space to make it beautiful, and to make it saturated with us, simply because we can't clean or don't have, it's not up to the standards that we want, whatever that is. This is a little bit rambly because that's my brain kind of loses focus very quickly right now. So I'm hoping that it makes sense. I am the goddess of nesting, and I'm still outsourcing the cleaning because I can, because I need to, because I want to. And I hope that that gives you pause for thought next time you're scrubbing your floors and you're full of resentment about it, because I've been there too, and it's not the happiest place. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.